Hi there, my name is Willem Goossen. I'm co-founder and CEO of European Lockpool, a rail rolling stock leasing company in Switzerland. We lease the strongest 6-axle hybrid freight locomotives into the market in Europe. Our customers are crossing many different jurisdictions operating their trains. Now, the Luxembourg Rail Protocol enhances the security that we have over our assets. This will give us easier and even better funding. So now we can concentrate on enhancing and growing the modal shift of freight to rail. And that's what we all want. Many thanks to Unidroit for their initiative, and many thanks for the Rail Working Group, to Howard and his team. Well done, everybody.
Stakeholders, the entry into force of the Luxembourg Rail Protocol is a major milestone for railways all around the world. This will definitely improve the condition for financing for rolling stock everywhere, and in our expectation, this will be an important result worldwide. This is why we are proud that the protocol is now into force, and let us use it as the best we can.
The entry into force of the Luxembourg Rail Protocol is good news for a lot of people. It adds a layer of trust between lessors and lessees, and it makes the financing of rolling stock more secure. These are good news for private wagon keepers. The access to cheaper rolling stock makes rail freight more competitive, and that's good news for the rail freight industry as a whole. And when rail freight gets more competitive, society at large benefits, and that's excellent news for all of us.
On behalf of the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe, I would like to congratulate all those involved in the successful entry into force of the Luxembourg Rail Protocol. It is really an excellent achievement and will go a long way in facilitating investment in railway rolling stock, making also the transport sector as a result more sustainable. Here at UNEC, we are very proud to have been a small piece in the puzzle of the Luxembourg Rail Protocol through the creation of the model rules for the permanent identification of railway rolling stock by UN member states. We look forward to continuing our activities in this area and to help further growth of the rail sector.
Warm greetings from the European Commission in Brussels. I am Christian Smit, Director for Land Transport. We welcome very much the entry into force of the Luxembourg Protocol. Without doubt, it will help strengthening the single European rail area. The EU rail policy aims to create an integrated network of competitive markets for rail services, where EU rail undertakings are free to provide services across the Union. The Luxembourg Protocol is expected to facilitate access to the financing of rolling stock. This, we hope, will help the modernization and the expansion of the fleet of rolling stock operated on the European network. Thus, expected to provide opportunities for new operators to provide new and additional services, which we certainly believe we need in the European rail area. Besides these direct benefits of new services to customers, we also hope that the increase in the private financing of rolling stock will free up public resources to modernize our infrastructure. So, the Luxembourg Protocol will have many benefits. I congratulate all the organizations and all the persons involved in securing the entry into force, and we look forward to seeing the results and its application. Thank you very much.
Our trains in Africa traverse multiple jurisdictions. The entry into force of the Luxembourg Protocol is going to ease the process to register security against our assets, and that is going to make the financing of assets in our region a lot more efficient.
Rail freight in the UK has huge potential to grow, with government setting ambitious targets, and that's going to mean we need more investment in rolling stock over the next decades. The Luxembourg Rail Protocol is a key way of helping to make that rolling stock more affordable and more secure for the industry, really helping to drive forward affordable and productive growth for our sector.
As we reflect on the evolution of railways in South Africa and beyond, I urge all parties to carry on with a resolute mindset, unwavering determination, and a burning passion for our economy, the Africa we want. For in their relentless pursuit of progress, the ratification of the Luxembourg Rail Protocol to the Cape Town Convention lies a promise of a better future, where the tracks we lay today will pave a way forward for generations to come. Africa, your time is now. The ratification of the Luxembourg Rail Protocol will bring us closer to the Africa we want. Railroads that crisscrosses Africa that are of world standard, integrating the continent. Africa, the time is now.
As one of the leading lessors of rolling stock in Germany and Europe, we are delighted about the entry into force of the Luxembourg Protocol. We are convinced that the whole rail transport sector will benefit from the advantages of the protocol through more legal security, lower financing costs and more financing options. We have supported actively the Rail Working Group for many years and would like to thank Howard Rosen and all members of the Rail Working Group for their tireless effort.
The ratification of the Luxembourg Protocol is a great news for the rail industry. On one side, you have a huge need of investment in Europe to replace the old fleet. On the other side, you have less and less public money available to finance this rolling stock. So private money has to fill the gap. And the Luxembourg Protocol provides a tool to better secure this private money.
In the European Union, there are certainly great ambitions for the role the railways can play in providing sustainable mobility solutions for all. And yet we know the difficulties we all have in providing adequate financing through public resources and to scale up the next EU multi-annual financial framework. For these and other reasons, it will be unavoidable that private finance will play an ever greater role in providing adequate financing to railways. I'm sure that the entry into force of the Luxembourg Protocol will help creating the right conditions for this to happen. And I hope the ratification process in all member states will progress now at great speed. Congratulations everybody and to all who worked so hard in achieving these important milestones.
Hello, my name is Michael Trench, Chief Investment Officer of North Rail AG, a rail asset lessor. About the Luxembourg Protocol, I think now that it has been ratified, it would be a great advantage if it would be ratified as soon as possible by as many as possible countries, because for sure it's going to alleviate and make it easier to raise financing on the basis of the Luxembourg Protocol. So it will take off complexity and should, at least to a certain extent, reduce somewhat the financing costs. So looking forward to a ratification process in all the EU countries as soon as possible, out of my perspective, and wishing the Luxembourg Protocol all the best. Thank you.
The entry into force of the Rail Protocol is of great significance for Africa. Its ratification by African countries will unlock significant levels of private financing that will be required in order for Africa to realize the social, economic, and environmental benefits that will flow from moving large quantities of goods across Africa by rail.